Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we've got one of the most refined Tiffin motor coaches out there. This is a 2023 Tiffin Allegro Bus 40IH. And we just did a video on a 2022 Tiffin 37AP. So it's going to be interesting to see the subtle differences between the 22 and the 23 models. One of the most notable ones is that this 23 generation received the hydraulic slides all around, and we lost the electric slides in the back. I'm Mayan Shah with RVMax.us, and in this video, we're going to take a dive into everything on this coach, from powerhouse Cummins at the back to the sleek, modern cockpit that sits at the helm. I hope you all have some fun. If you've been watching for a while, welcome back. And before we get things kicked off, I think I'm going to grab a sip of some King David's coffee that Kaya kindly made into a nice latte just before we started the video. All right, now that I've got my coffee, I think I'm ready to go. And it's worth noting that this coffee I just ordered on my own. I happened to see one of you subscribers leaving a comment, and I saw on your channel that you guys did some cool coffee bean stuff. And so we got some excellent coffee beans. And yeah, been enjoying this all day today. So thank you. Now, this coach, we've got a lot of features because these are, as mentioned, some of the most high-end Tiffins made. We've got a big 10,000 watt Onan quiet diesel generator in the front of this bus on a slide. So this is going to pop open and give you excellent access to the front of the coach and the generator itself. Now this has a one-piece windshield, and the coach only has about 5,500 miles or so, and where it came from is excellent. So the previous owners had very good taste in high-end motor coaches and have had many tasteful motor coaches that you have seen on this lot and in our videos over the last 10 years. This coach is one of them. The colors are so tasteful. I love this optional paint job. And I love the interior spec as well. Can't wait to show it to you guys. So this does have the Mobileye electronic system, which is going to give you a whole suite of safety features, which we will get into later on in the video when we actually go test drive it. Now, the generator does have a stainless pipe up here for its exhaust, and there is a Summit Chrome package along the bottoms of the compartments, and even over there on the side radiator grill, which we'll see here in a second. Now the mirrors, they are substantial, okay? And this coach does have cameras everywhere, including an optional 360 camera system that lets you park this thing like you're in a video game. Now the coach does have electronic window shades all around, and we're gonna go ahead and dive into these bays here. So we've got Lifeline AGM batteries, there's 6 of them there. And then on the left side, we've got the hydraulic system. These two are both on slide-out trays. I love the chrome handles, and all these cargo bays are lockable via push button, and we've got a touchscreen to do that. You'll see here in a second. We've got remotes to do all the locks and the security system. Now this is our pass-through storage compartment here, the first one. And we do have a $2,000 MagnaShade custom shade upgrade that comes with the coach. That's a free $2,000. Now up in the upper part of this compartment, we've got a 3,000 watt inverter. This is a very high-end Freedom inverter, Xantrex. And on the left over here, you do have your house master kill as well as your inverter kill. There's also some pop-out fuses, which are very high-end. If you have something trip, you're not necessarily going to blow a fuse. You can just go outside and pop it. And the next compartment over is yet another full pass-through storage compartment with a slide tray. And this coach hasn't even been detailed yet. I apologize. We're doing this video right before we take off on a little trip, which you'll see another video on this trip coming soon. We've got some more very exciting videos that you'll be seeing on the channel coming soon, right after this video drops. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, here is our outside wet bay. I love the easy access to our 12-volt water pump there. It's a nice thing when manufacturers can do that. We've got our water filter over there. We've got an outside shower. We've got a black tank flush, and we've got Nice valve here to switch from using this hose to fill your tank to giving yourself city pressure. And you also have an electric reel water hose. Now on the bottom right, you'll see the thermostat for the Aqua Hot Bay Heat. And you also have your gray and black tank dump down there in the bottom. And there's a lot of room in this wet bay, which I like. As you can see, you can easily store a sizable hose down there with ease. And the tanks are sizable. We've got 100 gallons of fresh, 100 gallons of gray, 55 gallons of black, and 150 gallons of diesel fuel tank that you can fill from either side. Now, I also like the finish in there. That's a nice looking bay. At least to me, and all the automatic LED lights that kick on when you open up these compartments is nice too. And right here is our AquaHot 450D, and it does have the touchscreen interface that makes it easier to diagnose these things, at least from what I've heard from service techs out there. Now this compartment right here is our 50 amp reel. It is on an electric reel. You just push a button and it sucks itself back in. We've got a built-in surge guard protector on this coach. And it does have an LED light down there too. Now, we've got lots of commotion, but Kaya's gonna do an excellent job of editing out all the noise. We've got construction going on over there. We've got Donaldson Center Airport producing F-16 jets over there. And they've got Chinooks and all kinds of really cool aircraft that come in and out. So Kaya does an excellent job, and we all need to thank her a little bit more, especially me. Now, this coach around back has a 8.9 liter Cummins ISL producing 450 horsepower. We've got a Power Glide chassis that's a gem. And one of the big benefits of these Tiffins that they always brag about is you are able to call Tiffin directly for coach and chassis support, instead of having to break it up between Freightliner and Spartan. Oh, man. We had a special guest. He just made a quick entrance and exit. Yeah. Dang, I'm searching for words. He's got me at a loss. Anyways, now around back, this is side radiated, which means you can bust this open. Side radiated, it really gives you a lot more access to the engine. Service techs are going to thank you. I love the metal expansion tank here, and everything just looks so good. Fresh. I'm not the AZ expert, but to me it looks pretty good. Now this coach has a 10,000 pound towing capacity, and it rides on a Power Glide chassis. And one of the things Tiffin brags about is the fact that you can call Tiffin for both chassis and house side support in one phone call. So that's pretty cool. And the Power Glide chassis also gives you other things and benefits. This XSP model gives us extra storage height down below. They even call it a super raised rail chassis, which is super interesting. Now, down the sides of the coach, let's get back into the compartments. I love these little vents. They just look kind of sick. And right here, we've got 2 starting batteries. We've got our hard disconnect for chassis batteries, and a lot of electrical components, mostly chassis related, Allison related. We've got auxiliary ports for our air tanks and air system. We've also got an air chuck, so you've got access to air and an extra belt. So you can fill up your tires and change a belt. On the top right, you've got the hydraulics for the 2 slide outs, which voila, are hydraulic. Let's go and shut this and move on. This is a 24,000 pound axle, massive, and they're 315/80, 22.5 tires wrapped around Alcoa aluminum wheels. And the coach looks really good, especially with the chrome. I love that piece of chrome too that covers the side radiator. It looks so good. Now, this does have all Girard awnings. There are Girards on the slide out toppers, and there's Girards up on the main roof. We've got the Vega awnings here, and there's also LEDs mounted in the Girards. We've got underlights. We've got lights everywhere. I mean, this thing at night is insane. It's just a light show. The windows are super slick. So I love that Tiffin has gone back to these windows. So these, I haven't even been keeping that good of track of it, but personally, I'm a big fan of Tiffin's flush windows. They're unique. They look different from all the typical flush windows, which also look cool. It's just a different style. But these have like little painted frames, and they look so nice. Yeah. Anyways, the paint on this coach is just exquisite. I freaking love it. Now this compartment right here, we've got storage. We've also got some extra tiles, fold-out chairs that are still in the wrapper. And the surge guard protector built into automatic transfer switch is on the top left of this compartment here. Now, this is nice. So basically it's just nothing, it's tanks. But the top left, you've got a gravity fill, which is really nice, okay? That's something Newmar needs to learn, and I think add back to their coaches if they haven't already for the 26 models. I'm honestly not sure, but I know for a while they were not putting the gravity fills on their coaches. Now right here is the second pass-through storage compartment. I love the automatic lights that kick on. We've got outlets in there. More storage. We've got this $2,000 custom magnet shades. Random accessories that go with the coach. Oh, how do you open the TV? Kaya asks. That's a great question. It's actually an optional feature. Let me get a remote control real quick. All right, I've got the Girard remote control. Boom. LG Smart TV with soundbar. Now you've also got some USB ports down on the left here. And this is an excellently sealed compartment. And it's pretty slick too. You just have to watch your head. Boom. Now, this compartment right here, to add to the entertainment experience, is a Truma refrigerator freezer. It's on a slide tray, baby. Love that. So, yeah, you're gonna be able to entertain without a problem. Now, the front axle does have the Tyron upgrade in case of a blowout or something like that. So that's a big plus. And I love these steps. These are like these super blocky fold-out steps, and they've always been some of my favorite luxury steps. We've got the doggy window here, which I think helps with your blind spot as well. Although the cameras are so nice on this coach. It's just kind of a classic feature. And you're just welcomed by luxury tile as soon as you open the door. It's magnificent. You also have a touchscreen right on the entrance panel here. And then there's another touchscreen on the outside. And it actually gives you control over all the features in the coach from right there. It's pretty sweet. Now let me go ahead and turn on all the lights. Just a minute ago, I turned on the inverter so I could operate the outside TV lift from right here. So here is some interior lights. So easy to operate. These touchscreens have gotten so good at this point. And as you can see, this is our slides closed travel space. So let me walk through here, give you an example of what this is going to be like for you when you've got the slides closed. So it's actually not too shabby. And I like the access to the bed here. You also have access to the refrigerator and your half bath. So this is the benefit of Class A travel, right? You're sitting here, you're air conditioned. You've got, you know, a little hallway passage you can get to. You can hang out back on the you can hang out on the couch, recliners. You can hang out on the bed. You can get your food, snacks, you know. Get this door completely open here. Cook. Yeah. So let's go and deploy the slides. Welcome inside this beautiful interior. We've got all 4 slides fully deployed on the coach, and as you can see, it's a very tasteful interior. There's splashes of colors that are coming from some of the accent fabrics that you can take out of the coach if you'd like. But we've got this beautiful cabinetry that's all done in-house at Tiffin. They take raw wood and they turn it into this beautiful cabinetry. It's a cool toned, dark color, and I really like how it looks. I think there is a touch of warmth coming through there too. But the accent lights really set them off, and I love this style ceiling. It looks really cool, and it just looks substantial. There's a lot of woodwork going on up there. There's also a lot of lighting going on throughout this coach, all dimmable, and there's touchscreens throughout the coach to control everything in the coach. So the passenger up here has their own touchscreen to do everything from the thermostat to the generator to the lights. And then you've got another panel over there. And then you've got more panels throughout the coach. You've also got USB ports and regular 120 volt plug-in ports throughout the coach. I like that we have the big televator right over here along with the sound bar, and they added this beautiful craftsmanship around the TV. There's no TV up in the front, which is another thing that I like. Call me an old man, but I don't like having a TV back up here. That's a personal preference thing though, because it is an optional feature. Now right across from our fold-out bed, beautiful furniture by the way in this coach. We've got this nice thicker feeling material, and this is a fully electric recliner. We've got a moving back piece, and then you've got storage up underneath here. Very nice furniture. It just feels well built, and I like the upholstery as well. We've also got these movable, adjustable LED map lights and beautiful, elegant sconces. Tiffin has been known to have some of the most exquisite interiors because they bring a very balanced perspective, and they try to make things as intuitive and real RV camper friendly. And I think you can tell when you camp in these coaches. In fact, Kai and I are about to take our 2022 37 AP out for a little road trip. So look out for the video on that one. Actually, it may already be out, not sure. And it is a great riding coach. Now, the galley space. So the galley space is pretty nice. We've got this beautiful, like big tiled backsplash, huge window back there. By the way, we do have all electric shades in this coach, all controllable through the touchscreens. A true induction stove under your folding Corian piece that is completely removable if you'd like. Right here is the original option list, and then there is an extension on this galley space too. Got a pretty sizable extension with extra drawers built in. Got a dishwasher and a drawer right here, hidden with beautiful woodwork instead of the stainless, and then a massive dual stainless sink with this elegant countertop. I love the slight sparkle and dazzle in this countertop, and I love the backsplash too. I think that's just super modern. It just looks like a really upscale house. Lots of storage space. I love how they finished this wall out and all these decorative pieces. And then we do have our dining table over here. So this dining table will extend. You've got a big window over here that does have screens built in. Alcantara materials, or just these really nice materials that are built in around the windows. They really blend in well. You don't notice them. They're not like the old school ones that are like all flowers and stuff like that. It's just these nice materials, slight designs. The sconces. I love the touchscreen too. It just feels so sophisticated to control everything from these touchscreens. Yeah, there's also hidden outlets. They're over there on the counter in the galley, and they're over here in the eating space. All you do is click it like that, and it pops open and reveals USB ports and outlets. And you've got one of these over in the galley space as well. I love the little details that Tiffin does. Like they add these chrome pieces on the sides of the refrigerator. It's just an extra dash of elegance. And I love the wood finish on this refrigerator too. It's just extra. You know, call me old school, whatever. I really like it. Nice household refrigerator. Again, look at the stainless plate right here when you open this fridge. It just makes it feel nice. You know, the manufacturers of these refrigerators should be doing this anyways. It's kind of old school, like, you know, back in the day type stuff. You've also got a little pantry here with these nice little nifty roll-out drawers. And then across from that, we do have our half bath. Half bath has a electric flushing porcelain toilet. We've got that beautiful backsplash again. The exhaust fans throughout the coach, including the one in here, are covered in accent wood pieces. We do have a central vacuum. You've got a connection right down here in addition to the little sweep away vacuum. And then right up here is our main touchscreen to control everything in the coach. And this is quite nice. I really like what Tiffin's done with it. It's very responsive. And it just feels very Tiffin. It doesn't feel like whatever brand they've used, because I honestly have forgotten. I think this is all Spider Control, actually. I know that Tiffin's used them for a while, but anyways, this just feels so Tiffin, and I like that. Now there is a pocket door right here. This coach smells brand new. It smells new. It's crazy. And I love the one-levelness of the Powerglide chassis. As you walk back here like this, there's no step up. It just feels like a huge main suite. Yes. You can just walk in here and walk about and do your thing. It just adds to the feel for me so much. Now this king bed here does fold up to make more space, and I actually like that a lot. I love the updated windows on these coaches. So we do have an added huge window behind the headboard in addition to the side windows. And the design on the accent pieces around the windows are just gorgeous. They have this like cool sloping here. We've got the sconce lights again. And then you've got these sizable little touchscreen iPads on both sides to control everything in the coach. There's also a ceiling fan, a very decorative ceiling, and there's also some more things to add to the ambiance. In the bedroom here, we do have a Furrion little fireplace, as well as an electric televator lift for our smart TV that is in this nice little dresser. There's outlets here, there's mini wardrobes on each side, Blu-ray player, all that good stuff. Now, again, no step into the main rear bathroom here. The master bathroom feels really nice. We've got a nice, very slick set-in piece for our engine cover. There's like there's no seam or anything. And then this shower is a big rectangle shower with the water miser feature. So the water miser feature is going to recirculate water back into your fresh tank until it gets hot. That way you don't waste water when you're on the road trying to conserve and you want to get your water hot before you let it hit yourself. Now this is nice tile work done by Tiffin. Just feels very substantial, teak wood seat, and it's a good size in here too. You know, they don't skimp on anything. We've got wood everywhere, and then there's a piece that actually covers that sunlight if you don't want the sun, and it's got a built-in LED light, which is nice during the day if you don't want the sun, and it's also nice at night when you need more light in there. Now this is another porcelain toilet, and it's actually on a little Korean pedestal. Now back here is a big wardrobe with a safe and the original stickers from Tiffin. And right here is a washer dryer stack. This is splendid. Nice setup here. You got a double vanity here with the backsplash, all that good stuff. Nice looking interior. Yeah. Let's go test drive it. You know, it's easy to get comfortable in here, but let's go get it on the road, make her stretch her legs. Yeah, driving this coach with the modern technology and these digital displays, it really does make driving them very easy. And the 450 is plenty of power. It's quite nice. It's a stable, solid riding platform. This thing doesn't get bounced around a lot like the entry levels. You know, it's definitely a substantial feeling. We've got a huge axle rating on this. It's like a 17,000 pound axle rating. And I'm going to go ahead and roll my window up here, make a little less noise. There's a nice triple exhaust brake, which is right over here to my left. So you've got a high, medium, and low. This is quite nifty. And when I hit my indicators, you've got two screens here, right? So you can set up one to show you your 360 and the other one to show the backup camera. When you hit the indicators, you're going to have that excellent view of the side camera in this coach. And there's all sorts of ways you can modify this digital display too. You can set it up to how you like. You can see all kinds of different info. And the Mobileye is fantastic. The Mobileye is watching for bridges. It's going to have adaptive braking. It's going to have adaptive suspension. It's got adaptive cruise control. This coach has all kinds of features that makes it more stable and safe to drive at high speeds especially. And then that 450 Cummins is going to be able to get you to high speeds even if you have a tow vehicle back there. As you can see, that side camera comes in handy a lot. Even if you're maneuvering, or especially if you're maneuvering in a campground, this whole camera system suite is going to make you look like a pro. Even if you don't have a lot of experience, it's going to help you a lot to have this system right here. And the exhaust brake on high, it's pretty dang strong. I love the lane keeping warnings, although you can turn that stuff down if you don't like it as much. But I'm very confident with the placement of this coach. You know, especially with 360 cameras, I can see everything just fine through here. And the transmission is just so butter. They've got this transmission tuned very nicely nowadays. My gosh. I love the American flag backdrop on the screen too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what a coach. What a coach. Stable, solid, powerful. Nice tech, safety. You know, nice perspective out of here too. These big 315 size tires also help. I love these massive mirrors. You can see so excellently. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful sunset. By the way, this coach has so many options and little features that I haven't completely shown everyone. This thing has this beautiful accent light feature that goes throughout the dashboard. It's really sick. And you could dim it down if you'd like. And then it also has an upgraded optional JBL sound system. So the people who spec this thing, they just picked so many great options. I love the JBL sound system. I love how they built this whole extra wood framing piece to mount one of the speakers. That's pretty cool. But anyone seriously interested in this coach can reach out to us at rvmax.us, give us a call, and check out this coach along with the rest of our inventory on our website at rvmax.us.